Hey guys, this is Shane with Stabication here. Today I have the BK9. Ooh. Becker BK9. Alright, so first things first, here's the BK7 and here's the BK2. I'm going to just bring this out of the sheath. You can clearly see the size difference, BK2 being the smallest, BK7 being the same exact blade, only obviously smaller by 2 inches and just all around smaller. But the sheath for this and the BK7 are the same and very different from the BK2. The BK2 sheath is a lot better. This sheath has no really thing to keep the blade in place except for these retention snaps, so like you just open this and it'll slide right out, and so I mean it's really not secure at all. It's still pretty like durable. It's not like a flimsy really crappy sheath, but it doesn't hold the knife in very well at all. And the sheath also has this sheath down here for the BK13, which I thought came with this knife, but in my knife that I got in my package, it did not come with this. This is actually my brother's that he got with the BK7, and he doesn't really want it, so he would just let me have it, so I just keep it in there just in case I need a small blade for some reason. But I'm not sure if it was supposed to come with this or not. I heard that it was. So, I was just a little kind of weirded out by that. I was kind of wondering if it was supposed to, so if you know if it's supposed to come with the BK13, please leave a comment, and that'd be great. But, so, the knife. There are goods and bad about this knife. A good thing, its size. It's just a great batoner. I love batoning with this knife. I haven't used it many times because the weather has been really crappy, lots of rain and snow and stuff. So our backyard gets very muddy when the weather is like that, and we cannot use this stuff very much. But I have used it. Not much visible wear and tear on it, but a few scuff marks. I'm not sure if you can see them or not. But not much use on it, but I did use it for, a good full day. I was out there just messing around doing all kinds of different tests, and it's a decent chopper, but it's a really good batoner, and obviously it's a big knife, so it can pretty much do anything you want it to do. Now, how well it will do it just kind of varies. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't done getting that many different things with it, but so there's that. So the biggest thing is just with its size. It's a good size. It's not too long to where it's just giant and you never want to like bring it out unless you absolutely have to because it's so big. And it's actually pretty lightweight for its size. I mean, I expect this thing to be like 50 pounds, like when you bring it out, like you can hardly hold it with one hand, but it's actually really lightweight. And so those are the good things about it. It's also got that pommel on the end, just for different things, like hammering, or I think you can strike it against a, like some flint and steel style and create sparks with it and stuff, but, so that's there. But the bad things about it are the jimping right there. It's not really good. It's just kind of little bumps, and it doesn't work well. It's just for ergonomics. It's kind of little bumps. They don't work hardly at all. I mean, they are kind of good, like you don't just slide right off, but they hardly work at all. I find myself just kind of not even gripping it with my thumb right there because it just kind of slides. So I just kind of find myself kind of pressing more like right here instead of like up here like that. And another bad thing, which really surprised me and really disappointed me, is my blade already chipped. And I do not know. Let's see if you can see it. right there down at the end. I think the main one is right there, but there might have been other little ones along here, but the main one is right there. So it's not very big of a chip, but it's still a chip, and it's noticeable. I mean, it really disappointed me because it was on my first day of using it, and I do not believe that I hit it on anything hard, just wood and the soft ground. So I do not remember anything relatively hard, even nearby where we were chopping wood and batoning and stuff like that. So I'm not sure maybe if it was shipped to me like that. If so, then that brings up some serious problems if they're shipping. I mean, if this was supposed to come with it and it didn't, that's, one problem. And if it shipped with a chip already on the blade, that's another huge problem. So those questions are still unanswered, but they're definitely a possibility and a concern for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, these knives are great. Really no problems with them. I mean, they're fantastic. But this one has had, it seems like, some trouble. Like, I'm not sure if these, the chip in the no BK13 are like a freak thing that, wasn't supposed to happen but did, or if they weren't even, if the BK13 wasn't supposed to come with it and that chip didn't ship like that. I mean, I don't know. But if they did, then that's a serious concern for me, and I might consider or think about, hesitate before I buy another Becker knife. Which really was disappointing because I had lots of high hopes for this knife. But, I mean, it is good. It does its job well. Like I said, like, on a couple logs, it only took one or two good hits to really just get through the log, So it does its job very well, and it's very big, so it can do lots of different tasks. It can do lots of chopping, it can do lots of batoning on bigger logs. Just longer logs that you couldn't, say baton with this thing. It'll be able to, baton through maybe twice as big logs that this thing can do. So, it definitely is good at its job, but, the only error in the actual knife, I think, was the jimping, maybe. And, the handle isn't the best. It's very kind of slippery, especially when you get really sweaty. It's very slippery. So maybe that's another complaint. So the only problems with the blade itself are the jimping and maybe the handle. But the two main concerns I have are, why did it ship so quickly? Or if it didn't ship so quickly, why was it already shipped? And was it supposed to come with the BK13? And if so, why did it not? So, I mean, if those things aren't really, like the knife themselves, but they're things that you need to consider before, buying from this company. Can you trust them can you trust them to deliver your knife without it being already shipped? I mean, can you trust them to give you all what you're supposed to have in the box? So those are some serious questions and concerns that I have. But the knife overall is very good. If those problems were away and everything like that was good, the knife itself is very good. Like I said, that chip isn't very big, so I don't think it affects it, but it still concerns me if that, that might be something wrong with the actual knife itself. Maybe it's not very good. Maybe it just chips easily like that. But who knows? But like I said, the knife is very... Alright, sorry guys, some technical difficulties there. But, yeah, so, like I was saying, a knife is very good. Is big to do lots of jobs, to baton very big logs, to chop through very big logs, and the knife design is very good. It's a nice long, not really slim, but kind of slim, not really thick knife that you can just, work really well with, and it's lightweight, so I think the knife is overall very good. The price on that is, I believe, $70, I believe, is the price, like, on Amazon, or, something like that. So, overall, is this knife worth it? If these things, these shipping concerns were not there, yes. If they were, I don't know. You'll have to ask that question yourself. Is $70 worth a knife that might come to you chipped? Is $70 worth, a knife that doesn't have this thing, which I think is like $15 on itself? That's all up to you. And again, I'm not saying that this did come shipped, with a chip, and this did or was supposed to come with the BK13 and it didn't. I'm not saying that it did. I'm just saying that that's a concern, because I believe that it was supposed to come with the BK13, and I do not remember hitting anything hard with this that would cause it to chip. So, just some concerns in that area, but the knife itself is a very awesome knife. Big, can do lots of different things. I think lightweight, very just easy to use in different kind of situations. So I think the knife itself is good. The sheath, kind of mediocre. It's not really flimsy, but it doesn't retain the blade in it very well. The only thing retaining the blade is these retention straps. Or retention strap, excuse me. And I would like to have a sheath that wouldn't let the blade go so easily. And even with these retention straps, let me just show you real quick. The blade still kind of, not comes out to like a very serious point, but still comes out, that far to where the blade is still there. So, if you're down here, you can accidentally cut yourself, if the blade was out like that. So, the sheath is very bad, but the knife is very good. So, that's all on the BK9, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you out. Please comment, again, if the BK9 was supposed to come with the BK13, and if you've had other experiences with, like, problems with shipping like this, please just comment and let me know. Otherwise, please rate up this video and subscribe for more awesome knife reviews. Thanks.